Chad, good morning, Monday, and I think we are ready to get going. Chatadonia, Monday. Quick audio check. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Chad, let me know how's the audio. Just give me a heads up. We're low on staff this morning. Jeff, how's it going, brother?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Chris? How's
Good.
Chad doing?
Good. Chad, mic check. We got our new desk. Everything is sounding crystal clear on my side. Let me know how the music is. We've actually have more control now over the music. You should have heard that the quality of the music was also a lot better. Music level's good. Just let me know. But Monday 27th, Cyber Monday, Blue Monday, I don't know what they call it. I don't even get a Black Friday deal. But anyways, that is neither here nor there. Everything is good. Beautiful. Chad, I hope everyone had a great weekend. Eddie, let's start from the top. Louis Fly, Beanie, Dustin Foster, Fayyad, Neil van Westhuizen, good morning, brother. Ruben, Lindeka, Sondre, David Govender, Tsepo, Molet, Sane, good morning, my brother. Hope you are well. Mabulana, Alex Eddie, I think we did greet you. Neville M, good to see you, brother. Dylan Hansen, good morning. Dennis says. Bruce Lean, AI HW, haven't seen you here. Welcome. Ibwima Denzel, good morning, my brother. JX100, always an honor to have you here. Connor McDonald, David, already. Craig Becker, good morning, brother. Little dab there for the chat. Jock Hartman, Noel Zondo, Fabio Ribeiro, good morning, Chad. How was the weekend, Chad? Hope you guys had a good rest. It is getting to the business end of the year. It is time for us to start locking it in. Already start thinking about next year. I think one of those last streams we're going to do before Christmas, 22nd or the 21st, we're going to chat a little bit about planning for the year ahead. Also help you guys with your planning. But Chad, it is Monday. Let's quickly look at the economic calendar. 4 o'clock this afternoon, ECB's President Christine Lagarde on deck. Jeff, did you see anything regarding the yen? Obviously, the yen strengthened overnight. I just want to see, was there any news? Let me just check quickly. I just want to see. First thing I did this morning, open up the chart, saw that the yen strengthened quite a bit. Alright, no yen news. That is very weird. Alright, Chad, let's quickly look at what we've got on deck for the rest of the day. Why is it doing this today? Nothing major. Yeah, I think it could be a very slow day, not gonna lie. Just a big deck of data later this afternoon. Nothing during the European session. It's not a bank holiday in Europe, eh? Chad? Jeff?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yes, there's literally nothing on deck. Okay. Anyways, Chad, nothing to look out for. But let's start with the analysis. I hope everyone is doing well. I think let's lock it in. Let's get going. I just want to get my screen set up here. Alright, gonna start off, Jeff. I'm gonna give you a shot when I'm done. So just bear with me.
All good.
I'm quickly going to start with DXY weekly time frame. Last week we were bearish. I am still bearish on the week due to the fact that we have yet to close bullish. We've broken market structure down there. At one stage we are going to try and pull back, but at this stage I am still bearish. Where can we go to next on the weekly? 103, that is my weekly target. After 103 we've got 102.30. look left with me, this is a previous area of minor support, minor resistance, and also we've got these wicks going in there. So weekly time frame bearish, daily time frame, let's quickly lock it in on the daily. Daily still bearish. Remember when I said on Friday, remember when I told you guys, can we expect something similar where the previous week on Friday the dollar collapsed, and this was also Friday, so go watch Friday's stream when I did the analysis, and I said, could we expect exactly the same thing exactly at the same time? And that's what we got, bearish dollar. And I am bearish on the day as well. You can see that we closed slightly below that, already breaking Friday's low. We've got last week's low to target down there, so I'm bearish on the day as well. I just want to mark out this key daily level for us, and then also looking left, this is a key daily support level that I think we can go and test. 4 hour time frame, I just want to quickly mark out our weekly pivots. Where's our weekly S1? Weekly S1 down here, weekly pivot up here. Are we going to first come and retest that? I don't know. Alright, that is our weekly pivot levels, 5 minute time frame. Let's quickly jump into the 5. Already below Asia lows, below the daily pivot, below the weekly pivot. There's that key level, 103.43. Are we going to first retest that before continuing lower? I don't know. Already at the daily S1, I'm going to say Asia lows key level for us to monitor. And are we going to see the same thing? Let me just go back to the daily. What did we do last week? Friday closed strong bearish. Monday continued the bearish order flow. Tuesday, Wednesday, the pullback. Alright, so I think I'm going to go with bearish still for today. So be very careful if you are trying to buy the dip. Quickly going to look at what happened overnight in Asia, just to give us a little bit of idea as to how the risk flow is looking. Going to start off with Nikkei. Nikkei closing down 0.5% overnight, and then Hang Seng closing down 0.2%. I did however see headlines that People's Bank of China said that banks need to give a lot of support to the private sector to bolster those companies. But nonetheless, starting off with the weekly, Dow Jones, DJI, US30, whatever you want to call it, this thing is still bullish. We were bullish last week, we were bullish the week before that, we were bullish the week before that. Why were we bullish? We have yet to close bearish on the weekly candle. So this is our weekly time frame. How deep are we going to push back? I don't know, but it is definitely bullish on the week. Daily time frame, what do we have on the daily? Let's quickly look at it. All right, daily time frame, you can clearly see my key levels that I marked out, 35,314. Next key level 35.48, and then we're going for these yearly highs up there. So bullish on the day, bullish on the week. 5 minute time frame, what do we have? 80 starting to crack a little bit, still pointing to the upside. And I'm gonna say maybe Monday, Tuesday creates that bottom wick, I don't know. But it is still looking bullish on the higher time frames. 5 minute time frame, however, quite a big Asia range trading below the daily pivot level, and I'm going to say for any type of buys above Asia highs. Oh, there's a gap as well. Oh my goodness. All right, gap there. I'm going to let it play out. I'm not going to make too much calls on it now. It is a Monday. We'll see how we open up. 20 minutes till the open. Weekly time frame, Nasdaq, let's quickly look at it. Still bullish. Oh, daily neutral. Yeah, weekly still bullish. All right, so we've got quite a bit of range to the upside. 16,391. I'm bullish. We've got that weekly wick fill. All right, that's why I was neutral on the daily. Still inside of this daily range. I'm gonna go with still neutral. we have yet to break out of this range. So once we break out of this range on a daily time frame, I'll have a bias. So I'm gonna go again with neutral. 5-minute time frame. What do we have? 80 still looking relatively bearish, trading below the daily pivot. Currently at Asia highs, moving averages pointing down. I'm gonna say we need to monitor this level right here. Asia highs, 200 EMA, that is the level to monitor. So we'll see how we open up. This is what I'm talking about. Jeff, did you check the JPY pairs? Massive move to the downside.
Let me have a look at them.
Overnight. I saw this morning, tried to see if there's any type of headline, couldn't find any. But we'll once we get going, I'm gonna start sniffing through some headlines. Maybe something happened overnight. Let me just quickly, that's my journaling, which I did for you guys over the weekend. Keegan said he's starting to journal this week. Team, we need to keep that brother accountable. Alright, weekly time frame, UJ. I was neutral last week, and again I'm going to be neutral again. Why was I neutral? We closed bearish, but closing bearish, still above these levels right here. Now again bearish, but still above. We've got this massive wick to fall to the downside. So I'm going to lean weekly neutral to bearish, but I'm going to keep it neutral. We need to see what we do on the lower time frames. Daily time frame. Alright. Remember last week I told you guys the weird thing for me is that from these equal highs, we took out that high right there, and then we started creating bearish market structure. So technically, if you look at it from a line chart perspective, this is now bearish order flow, because you can see from here, please don't see this as a trend line. I'm just want to show you from here we were creating new highs, higher lows, and then from these highs we started breaking lower. So technically daily time frame is bearish, so I'm going to go with bearish on the day. Bearish on the day. Let's quickly see. We already broke Friday's low. We've got a daily range down here. Let me quickly mark out our key zones. 149.59, that's our overhead resistance. Support level down here at 148.44. So this is most probably our range we'll be spending most of the day in. If we really start seeing momentum to the downside, we'll start clearing out that range. And for the bullish scenario is if we really start pushing bullish, this is going to be your range for the bullish momentum to the upside. That I haven't done my 4-hour weekly pivots. Alright, at the weekly pivot. Interesting. Asia lows, weekly pivot, S1 down there. Let's quickly mark that out for us. Weekly R1. Alright, sorry Chad, just want to flip back to the indices. I forgot to update my weekly pivots. Then we know it's done. We don't have to come back to them again. Alright, US30, just want to quickly mark out our weekly pivots. Alright, GJ, we've got 15 minutes left. Let's quickly look at GJ weekly time frame. Let's kick it off. Bullish. Bullish. Yeah, we closed. Look left. This is a weekly chart. There we've got a weekly resistance level. I'm going to move it up a little bit in the middle. Let me do it that way, right there. So you can see that this was a previous resistance area. Let's actually mark this like that. Just want to show you guys something here. Let's make that purple. That's the most recent resistance level. That was 2015 November. Not most recent, but in our range, looking back left. So 186.83. Let's quickly go to our current weekly. Alright, there you can see it. Still bullish. 189.70 up next. Why would I sell into this bullish momentum? You can clearly see that the bullish is momentum. The momentum is bullish, so I'm bullish on the week. We were bullish last week as well. Tricky thing is finding the right day to buy. All right, Chad. So we've got this breakout, new high created on the week, 187.98, 188. This breakout level on the daily, that is the level that we need to hold for our time frame. Let's quickly look at where our weekly pivots are sitting. Weekly pivot all the way down to 187.17. Weekly S1 down here. Weekly R1 up there. All right, 5 minute time frame. What do we have? All right, daily pivot here. We've got that key level 188. So this is our battle zone this morning. However, 80 is still looking relatively bullish. However, trading below the 200, so we need to wait for this to trade above. Otherwise, we could get clapped. So that is the level I'm monitoring. I'm actually going to set some alerts there. 188.05. Jev, I'm almost done. Then I'm going to throw over to Jev. All right, daily pivot. That is our level that we're going to monitor. Gold, real quick. I think gold really messed up a few people's weekend. Weekly time frame, I am still bullish. You can see that we have now taken out that weekly high from the 23rd of October. However, we're coming up to this previous resistance area, 2016 key level there on the weekly. And I think once we get through that 2016, it's going to be a very, very quick move up to 2067. I think a lot of the retail market is going to get absolutely hammered. Daily time frame, bullish. I'm going to tell you now why I am bullish on the daily time frame. Let me just do this. And then we can get going. All right, 12 minutes left for the open. Bullish time frame. Bullish on the daily. Look at that breakout. 2006, that is our key daily level that we need to get through. Look left with me. 2016. After that, on the daily, we've got 2034. So most likely the majority of your trading for today is going to be either spent in this range and then to continue up, or what's going to happen is we're going to be spending most of our time in this range, creating that pullback to 1992. So either way, 2006, that's the level to monitor this morning. Anything above that, you don't want to trade. Anything below that, you don't want to trade. 2006, that is where you want to be trading from. Where were you in 2006, Jeff?
In 2006, I was still a little kid.
Really?
Yeah.
2006, I was in standard 8. Was it standard 8? 2004, I was standard 6. Yeah. Standard 8. So you were still a little kid.
Yeah, I can't even remember what age I was.
All right. Chat, 2006, that's the level. Anything other than that, you want to be trading from here. That is your one key level, 2006. The other one is 2016. I know where were you 2016. Okay, let's not get into that. GBP, USD, Chad, we're going to finish up very soon. Then I'm going to throw over to Jeff. I just want to get through my analysis. GBP, USD, weekly time frame, bullish. We were bullish last week, bullish again this week. However, we've got a key weekly level here. 126328 daily time frame. What do we have on the daily? Similar daily time frame lines up with that. So beautiful. 12628, and then for any potential pullbacks, 12576 bullish. 4 hour time frame. Let's quickly look at the 4 hour. Where is our weekly pivot? Weekly pivot down there. Are we going to get a pullback back to that weekly pivot? I don't know. Weekly S1 down here. Weekly R1. Let me just do this. All right, 5 minute time frame. Everything looking bullish to 600. That's where I'm going to set my alerts, 1 to 600. Let's see if we can maybe get some buys there. Maybe not. Thing is, we already trading at the weekly high, but let's see. Maybe we get a continuation of that dollar weakness. Remember, we looked at what last week did. Last week there was a continuation from Friday into Monday. Euro USD almost done, Chad. Euro USD weekly time frame bullish. We've got that weekly wick fill. Again, just following the previous weekly candle, it's still bullish. Daily time frame already breaking Friday's high. What do we have here? We've got daily key level 109.75, 109.30. That is the level from last week that we also monitored 4-hour time frame. Let's quickly do our weekly pivots. I should really actually do these on Sunday, but for some reason, if I mark it up at home, even though I save it when I get here, it's gone. Alright, Chad, 5-minute time frame, everything is looking bullish. Currently at Asia highs, currently at the R1. Tricky. I'm going to wait for the open. German 30, quick. Let's do it. 8 minutes left. Jeff still needs to run through his pace. Weekly time frame, German 30, bullish. You can clearly see there we've cleared all of these ranges to the left. Where can we go to next? All the way up to 16.33. Daily time frame, bullish as well. We've cleared all of these ranges. However, that is that level from last week, 16.040. After that, we've got 16.186. So bullish on the day, bullish on the week. Let's just quickly do this. Bullish on the day, 5-minute time frame. Let's quickly wrap this up. Apologies for our, let me just do this. All right, Chad. EJ, 7 minutes left. Weekly, still bullish. Still yet to close bearish. Daily time frame. Let's quickly look at it. Still bullish. Remember, I told you guys we've got this daily range from these lows here up to those highs, 164.25. Let me just delete these alerts. I'm still bullish. Nothing has changed for me regarding that weekly pivot level. Let's quickly do this. Alright, weekly pivot level actually a little bit lower than last week. Weekly R1. Alright, 5-minute time frame, and then we are done. Jeff, get ready. 5-minute time frame. Still looking bullish, however trading below the 200. Asia lows have been yet to be taken. Daily pivot there, that is going to be our key area, 163.30. Let's see what she does there. Daily pivot. Alright, Chad, that is the analysis. Jeff's got 6 minutes till the open. I'm going to throw over to Jeff. Jeff, are you ready?
I am ready.
Alright, Chadadonia, Jeff is live. Jeff, you are live, my brother. Give it to the people.
Okay, perfect. Starting with the DXY 4-hour chart. Okay, so my bias for the week is bearish, and you guys would see that we have the weekly open, and we still have the 2023 open right here on top. Now going to the 4 so on the 4-hour we also have this demand zone, and as you can see, price is currently rejecting, but I do want to see DXY reject. So we can also see in Asia we had this liquidity build up over here at the open, but I don't think we're gonna reject from there. I think we actually might push all the way up till the yearly open, and then actually have a rejection from that level and then drop. So then with USD yen, I actually wanted to go up until the weekly open. Then we also have this fair value gap over there. Now there's one of two potentials that could happen over here. So on the pivot we have the equal the 50%, and we also have the R1. Now price could potentially reject from the fair value gap at the weekly open, and we also have the pivot there, so we have to wait for a clean close if that is the case, and this also is our liquidity at this level. Now if you also look at the fibs on this, you would see that the OTE lines up perfectly with this fair value gap. But if it pushes through that level, because we also have to be mindful that we also have this fair value right over here. So that's also a liquidity void that could potentially be filled, and that's also where we could then potentially see price break. Just give me a sec. Where we could see price break through that level and then head towards the unmitigated supply zone and only reject from there, which will then correlate perfectly with the DXY. So, and then on GJ, we had this 4-hour break of structure. These highs are weak, so we could potentially expect price to push down for that pullback and then test this unmitigated 4-hour demand and then tap into the 50-minute demand zone, and then we could see a potential reaction all the way to the upside. And then with that also said, GBP USD, also want to see something very similar. I'm actually done analyzing this pair, but as you can see, we do have our Asian range. We have our break of structure. Let me actually clean this up a bit. Now we actually had the break of structure all the way down here already, and price left this zone over here. So the reason why I choose this candle is because if we go all the way back on a 15-minute chart, just give me a sec, sorry about that guys, and we go to the 15-minute, then you'll see all of this data down here, and then all I have to do then is put on my pivots and see if anything lines up. There we can see the S1. This zone is unmitigated, so I'll just throw both of those candles. Oh, sorry, my bad. Just refine this. So ultimately, I would actually want to see price pull back down all the way, take out this liquidity over here, and as you would see, then it's a very similar pattern to GJ. As you can see, price ran to the upside and then move down. You can see GU hasn't made that move to the downside, as this goes back to what I also say, they move one by one. So we could potentially see this reaction play out and then price to hold, and then we could see GU come all the way back down. That's all I'm looking at for now. This London session also Monday, I'm waiting to see what the DXY actually wants to do, and that will potentially give me more direction on gold and Euro USD. But over to you, Chris. So once I see something else, I will definitely let you guys know.
Appreciate it, Jay Riz. Thank you for joining me this morning. Jay's going to do a double session today. Keeg's up a little bit later. Jeff and Keegan. Keegan just out for the morning. But Chad, 1 minute left. How's everyone feeling? We're going to get to the chat shortly. I see somebody said I missed UJ on the 5 minute. This is already at the daily S2, at the weekly pivot. Interesting. I don't actually want to touch it, to be honest. Being so far extended below the daily pivot, not my idea of a high probability setup. So not too phased about what UJ is doing. Maybe a little bit later we'll see. But yeah, markets are opening in 22 seconds. I hope you guys are ready. We're gonna get into the chat as well and see what's happening there. 13 seconds. Get ready. Hope you guys are. I mean, UJ sells from 149 to 58. Well done, brother. Hope you are at break even. All right, Chad, markets are officially open. Ding, 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 ding. Round one, fight. Let's get going. Right, could be taper, it could be prior volume and orders from last week. Holiday kicking in with JPY pairs. Could be Jean-Pierre Malchas, 2Gs. Good morning, JP. Mazana, Nasdaq, Profit. Keenan Benjamin, good morning. Edwin was short on Friday but did not want to hold. Alright, something did happen overnight. Gold randomly. Yeah, I'm going to look into it now, Chad. Markets are open. We're going to wait for the 15-minute shuffle. David Governor asking to gain a better understanding. If bearish on the dollar, would this not imply GU? No. GU is the base currency. The dollar is the cross currency. So if we are bearish on DXY, bearish on the dollar, that would mean that the pound would go up. If it was USD GBP, then then your statement was correct. But no. Morning, guys. Been watching you guys recently. Amazing stuff. Thanks, Ash. Brand new day, brand new week, brand new opportunity. Ready to milk this market. Let's go, guys. Remember, show some love for those amazing guys. Like. Really appreciate it. Chad, yeah, if you enjoy what we're doing, please support the channel. Leave a like. Subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. Let's get the channel out to more traders. If you do not like what we do, you can also dislike it. Let me know what you do not like, and we will try and improve on that. But ultimately, we're giving our best here. Every day on time. I don't think we've missed a session. Even if there was load shedding, go back. We've been on time every single day unless there was load shedding. Do we have load shedding today? Good question. Alright, only 2 o'clock, 2 till 4. But we haven't been getting load shedding because we've got a lot of people of faith in the chat that has been praying for
ESCOM.
Praying for ESCOM, praying for the channel. We have not seen load shedding. Touch wood. Let's get a KO. Chad, how's this quality with the new sound desk? It sounds phenomenal on my side. I don't know if you guys can hear the difference. Alright. German 30. I actually want to see not your last week Monday. How did we? Yeah, was this last week? Okay, that was Tuesday. What did Monday do? No, not the 13th. I just checked the date last week, 20th. Chad, I just want to see what we did on that Monday. Yeah, Monday also had a big range down and then pulled back till about 9:30, 10 o'clock, then started grinding down. Almost similar to what we've got going on now.
Actually, some very interesting patterns right now presenting themselves on the pound periods.
Yeah, I wanna buy GJ, but my only thing with GJ is the 80.
It's still bearish.
Yeah, and it's at a round number. I love trading around the round numbers, so I might sell it.
Yeah, also on GU, we're actually touching a 4-hour supply zone. That's why we actually have that rejection at the Asian highs, which could be ideal if you want to push price down to our buy zone.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Chad, I have to be honest. There's nothing super clean for me. I have to really be honest when I say that nothing is 100% clean. Yeah, that I want to lock into. EJ, what is this? This is from last week. EJ, I might. EJ actually looks better to me than GJ because the 80. Chad, look at this. The 80 is literally bumping up against this 200. So I think once we get that break above 163.30, that is when we can get that move. So I'm actually gonna set some alerts here. I might get involved in EJ 163.29 daily pivot, and then also I want to quickly have a look through. Chad, did you guys see anything on the news. I don't know if it's maybe geopolitically related. I'm gonna quickly go to Forex Factory. Something definitely happened overnight. Attacker season, Israel linked tank off Yemen in a third such assault. It's definitely something happened. Jan's recovery gains. Pairs in focus this week, shadow board.
At AB, what do I think of Euro USD right now after 1 hour close? I'm actually looking at potential sells on Euro USD. Because if the dollar continues to push up, especially like the DXY, if you look at it on the 3 minute, so we bounced off that fair value gap. That demand zone on the 4 hour, and then we actually have that small liquidity build up on the 3 minute, and we have a slight little fair value gap there where price could tap into and then bounce back up. And also the similar pattern on Euro USD, sweep to Asian highs, change of character, this displacement with a fair value gap. The OTE lines up perfectly with a supply zone on the 3 minute and pivot, and it's literally 4 pips above the institution level as well. So if that is a position we could potentially take, we're looking at like literal 7 pip stop loss, and TP would be like 26 pips, so that's a nice risk reward of about 1 to 3.8. That's if we're gonna take this.
What is that? EU?
EU is
What time frame are you on? 3 minutes. Okay, I see.
3 minutes, yes.
Chad, Monday. GJ. 7 minutes left for that shuffle. Could be a slow morning. I'm just warning you guys. Because we literally have nothing on deck. There's absolutely nothing on deck. Chad, also don't forget to enter that giveaway. Go to my Instagram page, tag 3 of the best traders. We actually made a list of the 5 most mentioned names. Gonna do a little bit of a follow-up video this week on that. And just want to show you guys quickly which post you should go and comment. Live draw, three accounts will be given away on the 15th. It is this bad boy right here. Please go and comment your names right there. I will most probably deposit my funds before the end of the year for the Robins, and I think that is also going to make for some good content into the new year. Robins World Cup. Actually looking forward to it. 12 months, and I didn't actually want to do it, and then Jay Frohnman made a call out to all the traders and said let's do it. So my only concern is I'm scared that I actually win it. No, I'm kidding, guys. No, I'm just gonna trade the way I've been trading, and win or lose or whatever the result will take care of itself. But I'm just gonna follow what we've been doing every day on stream. Everything that I teach, not that I teach, that I share in the Discord. What I do here, that is literally all I'm gonna do. Nothing fancy, nothing special. But yeah.
Just a quick one from my side, guys. So on GBP USD, the 5-minute chart, I want to see price test 1.26250.
Wait, Jeff, let me just throw it. Okay, there's Jeff's screen.
Okay, so I want to see price step into the zone or 1.26250, and I want to see a 5-minute close. I want to see a clear confirmation, maybe something like this, where a candle goes up, wicks it a bit, and then comes back and giving us that close, and then I will take a sell from there. So stop will be 8 pips, and we will target the open, which will be about 30 pips.
Jeff catching some rockets. Jeff, but you'll keep me updated once you
Will do.
once you're ready to grab that rocket.
Euro USD is also heading towards that zone of 1.094540. So we'll also see there if we can get in there potentially.
Chad, I actually want to check what the current standing is on the Robins. Only thing I don't like is the broker you need to use puts a 1 pip markup on all pairs. So the spread and then alright, let's see. Yasti. Sergey Magala. This brother, jeez. 355.3% out of nowhere. Patrick Knoll was still in the lead. These aren't really massive numbers. I don't know why the numbers are so low. Because if I consider what we did in the last 3 months was closer to 30% in 3 months, risking 1.5%. Obviously my risk is going to be quite a bit higher for the Robins. So I don't. But this Italian brother came through hard. That man did not mess around. Where is my chart? Oh my flip. Alright, Jeff, so you're gonna get your powder wet quite early today. Just let us know what you...
Yeah, it almost tapped the zone. But so far, if it runs without us, that's okay too. It could happen. It's Monday. I believe that the moves also come in. Sometimes it comes in very quickly, and then we miss a lot of the trades as well.
Chad, something that I'll look at once we're done with this shuffle. We are done with this shuffle. Look at Euro USD, Asia highs rejecting half round number. So if we get a break below here, we have yet to take Asia lows. I'm considering a sell. Looking dollar index, also daily S1 if dollar index can get back inside of the Asia range. That is something I'll be looking at. What is GU doing? GU is looking a lot stronger than, yeah, you can see EU collapsing against the pound. Alright. You're also first looking for lower prices, say Jeff, on GJ.
On GJ, oh yes, I wouldn't wanna, if it goes up all the way here, like I wouldn't wanna sell from there. But before I buy, I want it to come like below the Asian lows.
Chris, you guys think the DX is at a critical demand zone? I wouldn't necessarily say a critical demand zone. Let's quickly look on the daily. No, demand zone is more down here. This is also a weird level, because if you look left with me, you can actually take on. Yeah, this is also a key level actually, because look what happened here. That double top there. We had that support broken down there. Then also we had this intermediate support. So actually you could mark this level out as well. This 103, yeah. I might take this EU. 2 minutes left. I might take this EU. I might. Only thing is I'm bullish on the week. 2 minutes left. Took Asia highs. Currently bearish order flow. Let's see. This is barely in that chat. This is like barely under the 80. Also don't want to just take positions for shits and giggles. GJ, I might take shorts. I'm just gonna wait for a little. Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for a little support to be formed here. Support, retest, break of structure, and I will go short on this. Round number, daily pivot. 80 is trading below the 200. Price is trading below the moving averages, and yeah. Ooh. Thing is, this is actually a break of structure. This is one of our entry drills. Playing it too safe here, waiting for that retest. Yeah, no, I'm gonna wait, Chad. It's Monday. I'm gonna wait. Multiple retests here, as you can see, failed, potentially failed here again. I want to see a retest there, little support form, break. Then we've got some structure to play with. Yeah, that is what I'm gonna do. I don't wanna just jump into anything. Chris, sorry for the stupid question. I've been using IFX as my broker, but if you could recommend buying with a quicker withdrawal rate, what would you recommend? Are their withdrawals slow, RSA? In a gold bias at the moment, I got gold short. What do you think about it? Gold is still very bullish. As mentioned, 2006, that is your level to look for potential buys, or if it really starts breaking that, but it's still bullish. So any downside movement will be very short-lived. Guys, check out Nas. It's a breakout. It is a breakout, my brother. Only thing for me is AD is still relatively bearish, so just be careful. Could go all the way up to 15,985, but my criteria is not met for that position. What is GU doing? GU, EU. Ooh. Alright. Yeah, we never got that break, so I wouldn't have entered anyway. Right, dollar getting back inside of the Asia range, chat. If it's going to continue higher, any retest here needs to hold. And then we need to get through this 103.43, that level right there. But let's see. No entry criteria for me. Remember I said that candle needs to break, but I wouldn't have entered anyway. GJ, just waiting for a little support to be formed here. Push back up, reject the break of structure, and then I will enter shorts. Again, the weekly is very bullish, but we can get a pullback. Look at last week. Last week, where's last? Okay, last week Monday. That's when we finished the pullback. Tuesday again took out the low and then continued higher. So that is my idea. Could get a very nice trade back to the weekly pivot. IFX withdrawals are quick unless you withdraw on a Friday. Alright. Usually withdrawals quick, but I've been struggling these past few days, don't know why. So we partnered with Vault Markets, so feel free to check out Vault Markets. That is our broker of choice, as well as Vault Funder, prop firm of choice. Yeah, chat, GJ, GJ, but it's Monday. We're gonna have to wait. Nothing else I see that's clean. Purchasing a challenge this AM with Vault. I'm excited. Good luck, Saf1. Myself and Keegan is on to phase 2 on the R1 million account. And it is going to be interesting. Chad, another thing is I'll be doing a schedule for the remainder of the year. I think Keegan, Jeff, till what time or not till what time? When are you knocking off?
What do you mean? Actually, I'm not gonna knock off.
Really?
Yeah. So I've been back on the Riv testing out a few things since this weekend. I haven't really posted anything about it, but been doing good. Tripled an account again, so I'm getting my groove back there. I feel like once the market slowed down in December, I'm gonna milk the Riv like I used to do 2021, 2022, and have the bulls pay for themselves.
Reason I say that, Chad, I'm gonna not be able to stream. Maybe I stream NYSE as well. I know Keegan and them are going off on the 15th. I'm gonna be till the 22nd of December. 22nd, yeah, that Friday. Then I will be off, and realistically I'll be back on 2-week break. Be back on the 8th of Jan. Maybe there's not much gonna be happening around from the 1st. That's gonna be, I'll come back the 8th, so I'll put out a schedule for that. But up until the 22nd we will be live. Maybe me and Jev trade New York.
That would be cool. That would be dope.
Me and Jay Rizzle. Alright, Chad, here's that move. Let's see if we reject there and can break the structure lower. Round number. Currently trading at the weekly high. Order flow is bearish. Let's see. I am bullish on the week, bullish on the day. However, daily pivot, moving averages 80. So interesting. Let's see. As soon as we get that break of structure, I'm gonna take a little nib at it. 187.97. We've got an advantage point. We can manage risk quite easily. If we see any breaks above these session highs right here, we can kill the trade, halving our risk. But let's see. That's currently all I'm looking at for this session. Unless anything else develops that meets my criteria. And then EJ maybe buys above here. That's the weird thing though. GJ looking a lot weaker than EJ, but Euro GBP. We'll see, we'll see. Chris, would you consider buys on EU from the half round number if DXY fails to close back into the Asia range? Nila, EU. Let's quickly look at EU. Half round number. Neil, here's the thing though. We've basically traded very close to the daily R1. It is Monday. The weekly candle, alright, has got a decent bottom wick. Nila, here's my thing. You guys know my rule set for buying Asia highs. We need to clear the Asia highs, and I want to buy the first retest. So we've came above. We tested it basically twice. We made a new session high. We failed. Actually closed back inside the Asia range. Failed to get back above it. Then actually broke structure lower. So this is not a high probability Asia high buy for me. You guys have seen the high probability ones is if you do this. Let's say for instance, this is the break, and pre-market this thing just pushed up and then later in the session we started pushing back down for the first retest, and that's the retest that I would buy. But the way that price developed is not, this is not a clean buy for me. Nothing wrong with it though. If it holds the 109.50, it holds it. Criteria is still there, trading above the moving averages. I think it's just a matter of choosing your battles. Is this a battle that you want to fight? Alright, chat, GJ, start locking it in. There's that retest. If we fail now again, close back below here, something like this, I will be in. I will be in this. On the candle close, just wanted to close relatively close to this level. If we get something like this, no bueno. So let's start locking it in. GJ shorts. Let me just get my charts ready this time around. GJ. Alright, chat, 2 minutes. I've got to pee. Can't pee. Will I make it in 2 minutes? I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to make it. Alright, chat, lock it in. GJ. First trade of the week. May the volume be with us. Need to close below there, Chad. If it closes like this, no trade. I need that body to close below. It needs to be a break of structure. Have a look at German 30. She's looking hot. German 30. Dustin, I just want to lock it in here. I'll have a look at it now. Chris, why would you rather kill the trade than put your stop loss on GJ? Reinhard, so I'm going to put my stop loss, but I'm going to kill the trade to not take a full stop. So if I enter here, wherever, if it closes below here, my stop loss is 20 pips. So here's my thing always. If you've traded with me, my idea always is how do I minimize my stop? I never want to take a full 20 pip stop. So if I see something a little bit lower and I can see that market structure starting to flip bullish again, and I can rather kill the trade for 5 pips or 9 pips, then I saved myself 11 pips. There's no need to take a full stop if you can try and, or you've got the ability to mitigate your risk. So I'm not going to trade without a stop loss. I'm just saying if the order flow does not continue in our intended direction, I will kill the trade. Chad, no trade for me. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. No trade. No closures below there. So no trade for me. Hope that makes sense. Reinhard, because stop losses are for weak traders that are too weak-minded to pull out when their trades aren't. Vic, Alec, no, we were potentially going to execute on GJ. We're just waiting for a candle closure below here. Where would your TP be? Ruben, I think I will actually go for, I would go for the daily S1, slightly above this 187.50.
Okay guys, from my side, Euro USD is creating the pattern. I kind of want to see it building up that liquidity, so I'm going to set a sell limit on Euro USD at 1.09536. Oh no, sorry, let me just double check that. 1.09534. So basically the low of that 3-minute candle, supply zone.
We're on Jev's screen. He's setting sell limits there. Jev, can you maybe put a price label where you're gonna enter in your stop loss, just so it's clear for the Chad.
Okay, I got you. So this is our entry. Oh, we can't move that. Okay, it's fine. And then this will be our stop. That will be our TP.
All right, Chad. There's a trade that Jev is looking to enter. EU sell limits. Good luck, Jev.
Thank you.
May the volume be with you, my brother.
So just quickly, on your stop loss, just move it slightly above the 8 cap thing. So we want to obviously include spread and slippage.
All right, Chad. Jev is getting his gunpowder wet this morning. Chris Mark, bright projects. I always want to say big projects. Maybe it's a little bit of my dyslexia, but W on discipline. Thanks, Nathan. Guys like TP plus 200. Like. What do you think of gold? Gold, as mentioned, nothing. This for me here is a no trade range.
Can I show you my outlook on gold?
You can. I just want to show them. This for me is a no trade range. You either want to be trading it from here, 2006, or from there. Anything in here, you're going to just basically, you're going to frustrate yourself. It's going to be choppy. It's going to be ugly. So, but Jev, all right, Jev. Jev was playing around a little bit with.
Yeah, so that's what we call a half Batman. But let's see if it plays out. I'm not saying this is a trade. I just want to see if this plays out. It was actually sent to me by one of my mentors years ago, and then I saw the pattern present in South African, so I was like, okay, let me try it again. But I'm not gonna take this trade. Yeah, I think some people even call it an alligator. If you put EMAs on there, you can literally draw an alligator with eyes and mouth and everything.
I don't trust any pattern that's got a Batman or a Avenger or anything like that on. Chad, I'm still liking this. I've left my alerts there, so if we do another retest here and fail, I'll still look for the shorts. Like I mentioned, yeah, round number. If we fail here, multiple tests on that, I'm willing to take a shot. So another little test there. Either this thing is going to blast through and it's actually going to start moving long, because remember our weekly bias is bullish, or what's going to happen is we're going to get that pullback today into NYSE, and if this lol, that's a comical structure, correct. Cool Batman. I'm currently in on Aussie CAD and as sorry, somebody said look at German 30. Alright, German 30 holding the daily pivot, holding above the EMAs, currently trading above Asia highs. There's that key level that I mentioned earlier. Said bullish on the weekly, bullish on the day. Why would you go against that? Just follow the order flow. 50-minute on GU. If it breaks high, can we buy? Bro, you can literally do whatever you want. I'm just showing you what I'm doing, so you don't have to follow what I do. You can, if that is part of your plan to buy it, then you have to buy it. Otherwise, you're not following your plan. My plan is to sell it if we get breaks below here. But that is my plan. If that's not your plan, you shouldn't be executing this trade. That is why we do the disclaimer at the start of the live stream. Streams are purely for educational and entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. That is why if I take a loss, you can't be mad at me. I can just be mad at myself if it was a bad loss and I didn't follow my plan. But if I followed my plan and I took a loss, then it's all good. But ultimately, you still need to take responsibility for each and every trade you take. You can't say, oh, but Javen said he's selling this and that. If that does not line up with your trading plan, then yeah, that is a you problem. RR buys on Nas, longing Nas 15937. 15937. Alright. Boys are getting their powder wet early this week. Boys are firing some shots. Good luck, Chad, for the guys that have taken positions. Good luck. I always have a little bit of anxiety for that first position you take. I don't know about you, Jeff. That first position usually sets the tone for the week, and you want to start off good. Chad, here we go. There we go. 2 minutes.
Definitely.
2 minutes.
That if you take one hit your first trade of the week, sometimes like unconsciously you have that urge like, I have to be right, but putting so much pressure on yourself, then you don't think straight.
GJ is playing games there.
For me, I feel good. Even if I miss these trades, at least my direction was right. So that also sets the tone, I think, sometimes. Knowing that you're off on the right track, but even though you missed it, you could tell yourself, I'm going to stay out and wait for the right pattern. I think Steve Harvey mentioned that, like the two soldiers in your mind, how you start your day and your week, your month, your year, sets the tone for the rest of it.
Chad, sorry, Jeff is just going to drop somebody asking how do I get a trading plan. I'm just going to quickly pin the 2G's Discord link. You can find it there, brother. Go look at my trading plan. You can basically take bits and pieces of it, and under the education section, it's a PDF. I'm going to pin that in the chat. Go check it out. 45 seconds. If we get that closure, I'm going to execute, and then I need to be, unfortunately. Brothers. That is the position I'm going to take. 22 seconds, first position for the week. Again, Chad, if this is not in your trading plan, please don't execute with me. If it is in your plan, feel free to take this trade with me. Otherwise, stay out. Also, we need to close below here. 3 seconds that we close below. Alright, Chad, I'm in. Let me just... Okay, Chadadonia, I'm in. 20 pip stop. Let me just quickly place my stop so I can go to the toilet. 20 pips. 20 pips. Let me just place my stops quickly. Alright, 20 pip stop. I executed there. Wait, let me... No, I executed on this candle close. There's it. 20 pip stop. I'm just gonna run to the toilet real quick. Righty. I'm going for 187.50. 187.50. That is the target. I'm going to give you guys a heads up now as to how we can manage risk. Just want to set my TPs. maybe there's some intervention, and while I'm at the bathroom, our TPs get smacked. Just want to set. Alright chat, see you guys now. Just gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Jeff, keep the guys busy. See you now.
All good. Ricochet, is that target based on psychological and round number? I didn't now look at Chris's chart. Just give me a second, I'll quickly check for you. Yes, Rika, it is based on a psychological half round number. So usually you'll always have reactions at like I call them institutional levels. So basically, just confirm with me quickly, guys. Can you see my screen or Chris's screen? Because if I draw it on my side, you won't be able to see it if my screen is not on. Oh, currently Chris's screen. Okay. So basically, so you'll see also there's an indicator on TradingView called round number by Tories. If you throw that indicator on your chart, you'll see that it marks out your institutional levels basically. And then Cloud 3H, or what's my thoughts on Euro USD? I want to sell Euro USD at 1.09534, but price has left without us so far. It could potentially come back and come fetch us, but if it's out of session, then I'm going to scratch the limit.
Right, Chad, back. Just want to grab a sip of water here. Alright, gotta stay hydrated. JV, net selfs te koud raak hoor.
I got you. I just feel very anxious. I don't know why.
Anxious?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just been coming and going since last week.
That's when you make a lot of money and you don't actually know what to do with it. Like you manifest all of the money and then you get to a stage where you need to control all the money.
Yeah, that's very true. I had my first experience like that last year was like you have all this money. And it's like, what do I do with it? You just want to spend and spend and spend, but if you don't control it and you don't preserve that cash, you're gonna look back and be like, oh, why did I buy this? This was a waste. I could have saved that money. But yeah, you have to control your urges.
Chad, let me just get comfortable. My back is also a little bit sore. The incline on the treadmill this morning, and that thing rips your back. Where are we gonna go break even? First break even level for me is gonna be 187.80. That is our break even point. If we can get there, honestly I hope it's not one of those days where price is just gonna range the entire session. But this is where I would like to go break even. How will I manage risk? So in a risk management scenario, if we get any closures, something like this, then I will have to manage risk. If we get a candle closure like this, basically breaking back bullish, engulfing all of these candles with one candle, I'm out. Then this is obviously just a pullback for price to go higher. So anything like that, and I am out of this trade. Anything above here, and anything above the daily pivot. Waiting for Nas is the target. Is the target based on a psychological round number, Chris? It is, and it's also, remember, we're trying to trade from a daily pivot level to the next pivot level, which is the S1. So in an ideal world, if price is rejecting the daily pivot and it's bearish, most likely it will go to the S1, but I'll just give it a little bit more than 5 pips, because I've seen a lot of times that it will go from the pivot and just turn shy from that S1 level. So it's just basically playing it safe. But 10 to 1, unless we really start flushing and there's a lot of momentum, I will technically grab my 1 to 1. Unless it really just moves like massively, something like this. What you had during the Asia session, unless we get something like that where it really starts motoring, 1 to 1, most probably what I will take. I've seen it too many times where I do not take my 1 to 1s and it's a break even and I pay 1,000 Rand in commissions. And at the end of the day, all of those commissions add up. I think last month my commissions were something on my real account, something like 16,000 Rand. So the commissions really do add up. But Chad, this trade is still looking good up until we break above here. Then we obviously need to manage risk. Dollar index back above Asia lows. Only thing is, if the dollar is going to start pushing bullish, that's going to be bearish for the JPY. Let me just show you guys quickly. If I overlay the DXY here, just want to show you guys this. So as you can see, I don't know, so there's a bit of a breakdown in the correlation here. That correlation breakdown started 23rd, that's last week, yeah. See that, guys, here it was still correlated, and then here dollar index started moving lower while GJ started moving higher. Interesting. Interesting. All right, Chad. We need to see some movement to the downside in the next 5 or 10 minutes. There's that daily key level basically at the 188, and unless we start seeing some movement and we start closing above here, I might kill the trade. So I'm just letting you guys know. I'm not gonna sit. If this thing starts ranging, go check my trading plan. If my trade ranges, very likely it is not going to play out. So I want to see this next 5 minutes either flush, or if it closes bullish above 188, I'm going to kill it. Any closures above 188 and I'm out of it. Need this 5 minute or the next 5 minutes to start moving. Chris screen, currently on Chris's screen.
Oh no, that was earlier.
Oh,
Rico asked something regarding psychological numbers, so I wanted to like throw it out for her, but it wasn't on my screen.
all right, Chad. If this candle flips bullish and it closes bullish, I'm out. I'm just letting you know. Where did we open up? Yeah. Basically, session lows. It needs to get through here. Otherwise, I'm going to kill the trade. I'm not going to sit in a ranging trade. It needs to break, and it needs to break it strong. Otherwise, it's still going to mess around here. So I'm just letting you guys know. 1 minute 25. This thing needs to break structure lower, or I'm out. Session lows. We open up here. That was the open candle, and now this thing is struggling. It is fighting for its life here. So 1 minute, and then yeah, unless this thing closes bearish below here, I'm out. Because literally for almost an hour, what is the range? The range is basically 16 pips. We have not moved. 37 seconds, let's see. Can it close bearish? Seventeen seconds.
Ricochet, was there any decent Black Friday special on TradingView? Yes, there was. You got, I think, 70% off and 1 free month as well.
Chad, I killed the trade. Just letting you guys know, killed it. Killed it right there. Killed it. Basically at entry, less commissions. So killed the trade right there. So basically 1 pip. Feel free to hold it. I'm not going to hold on to it. It is ranging. Sells minus 1 pip. Feel free to hold on to it. Here's my thing. See how it's stair stepping. This is what I call stair stepping. It moves lower. Let me just show you this. It moves lower, then consolidates, then moves slightly lower, consolidates, moves slightly lower. This is corrective. So at any stage can this thing flip bullish. From a key level like this, I would have loved for the market to actually go lower, break structure, looking left, and volume into the market. But to trade in a 15 pip range for almost an hour, I'm not going to get stuck in that. So I'll rather take my 1 pip knock. 1 pip cost me 3,000 Rand, but that is also fine.
Good morning, Arco. Good morning, my man. Long time no see.
Yo, if these markets are gonna range, fuck my life. Yeah, Chad, I wouldn't have held. I don't like this where it's stepping like this. Go check our trades that are winners. They usually, yes, but how did they? Damn. Obviously it's dying now. Trading view as a $1 a month for the next 24 hours. Have you guys looked the replay option? Morning, Chris and Jeff. Did you get my message? Aku, I'll check now. Baby prep has been keeping me busy. Still, my plan was to close above 180. Are you still in, Neil? Trade to the top, your analysis is correct. It just takes some time. It does take some time, brother, but I've seen a lot of times when this happens, it goes the other way. But I am more than happy to take my 1 pip loss, because I've seen a lot of times when this happens. I think we actually took a loss last week. Exact same structure, and from here that thing literally did a candle like this. If you go under the stream trade journal, let me actually find it. Sorry guys, Jeff is just gonna drop for a quick second. I just want to show you guys one of the losses we took was also, I think it was EJ. Where was that trade? Was it this one? I don't know, it was GBP USD. Let me just open this. Yeah, what's the chat? GBP USD. We broke structure lower. We entered. We started consolidating, stepping. Then basically went into this ugly range. But again, that is what I'm looking at now. When it starts struggling to close lower, you can very quickly get a move up against you. So not a trade. The trades that work very quickly. If you look at the one Neil took that I didn't take last week, these are the trades that work. Let me show you guys. I discussed this on stream. I said once that candle closes, I want to execute these. These are the trades that work. They don't fuck around. They move. The ones that mess around, range, struggle to move. Yeah, not for me. Were you bullish on US30, Chris? I was bullish on US30. But I also discussed we've got a very wide Asia range. We were trading below the daily pivot and the 80 was bearish. So I wouldn't have taken any buys. DXY. Oh shit, let me just get Jeff back. Alright, Jeff is back. I've noticed US30 has been getting more volume than Nas. Why would you say that, brother? The daily ranges, or because percentage-wise they're relatively close on the day? Is there any songs for Bleeder? Your analysis, right? GU approaching round number. Let's quickly see. Again, my thing with GU is the 80 is still bullish. GJ was the only one that looked good at this stage, but I was expecting price to flush, not mess around. Yeah. Etienne, if we were still in the trade, I don't like it. This side, when a pair starts stepping, where it looks like a little staircase, oof, I just want to run. See this little staircase it's forming. This is what I call stepping. When it creates this little staircase, that is usually, you can very quickly get hurt both sides. So now you will always remember the step when the market starts creating stairs. Jeff, you're not in anything, eh?
Not at all. So EU ran. It's heading back towards that zone, but if it's not there by 12:30, I'm gonna delete the order. And then same with GU, it's heading back towards that zone now. We had a nice reaction more or less from the 50% of Asia. So hopefully it heads to our zone now.
You don't want to give Rika a breakdown on the key levels.
Okay.
It is on your screen.
Okay, so how it technically works is you'll see that. Let me just look for a blank space. Let's say we're looking at GU. Let's say we're currently looking at the highest number here. Or let's just go randomly. So that will be your midpoint, and then you will have 1.26250. You will have 1.26600, 25750. Sorry, I just want to fix this. So basically, if you go and mark this out on different on a chart, they may actually go to different GBP USD. I don't want to mess up my analysis here. You can literally go throw them on your chart. You can either draw them manually, or you can get an indicator for it. But if you do it manually, you have more control as to how it looks. So let's say, for instance, come to coordinates, change it to 2600, 1.26 600. You can clone that. Why so far? It's so far apart.
Jeff, I'm going to go back to you now. Chad, you see there, that is what I mentioned. This is corrective. So you could actually see us take out these pre-market highs. And if we then get back below, I will look for sells. If this thing pushes bullish, that's fine. AD is still bearish. I'm not going to go against my plan. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys a heads up. But back to Jeff.
Okay, so I'm not going to draw a lot of lines on them now at the moment, but just to give you an idea. So then you'll basically see that these levels, you'll always have reactions around them. So you'll see at 1.25500, notice how price came there, tapped it, wicked, broke above, came back below, tapped it. When price came back that level, it broke above, retested it, broke below, retested it. But the whole idea is like, the moment you can implement this in line with your trading, you can use them for zones to actually catch your entries from. Let me see if there isn't a great example over here. So, no, not currently. But yeah, that's the whole idea. Like, you can actually go back and just throw them on your chart and just see how price reacts on this. Yeah, key levels technically. Key levels.
20, 50, 80 round number, half round number. Why so quiet today, gents? Monday blues, no volume. Nothing to get excited about. Hour and 15 minutes later, and we're back at London Open. So, and I had to pay commissions for 2,900 rands. And my bigger account is not with Vault Markets, purely due to a lot of people that will talk shit and say, it's demo, and Vault Markets gives you a demo account. It is a real account with XNES, because I never want anybody to doubt what I do. So I've got my account with Vault, and then I also have an account with XNES. I'm not affiliated with them, so nobody can ever talk shit about me saying, oh, Vault gave you a live demo account. Always one step ahead. That's also why I did that prop firm challenge with another prop firm, because guys will say, oh, Chris, you passed the challenge because you affiliated with Vault Funder and Vault Markets. And I'm going to do exactly the same next year. I'm going to try out different prop firms, and I will pass those challenges as well. And I will post those certificates. I still suggest you support our broker of choice, but the thing is, it comes with the territory. I always make sure that all my stops are covered, so that if anybody calls out anything, I can just say, look here, my brother, non-affiliated broker. And brokers do it. I'm not going to mention names, but if you an IB and you ask the broker for a marketing account, they will give it to you. It's on a live server. They can deposit funds for you. They can put withdrawals in there. A lot of the brokers do it. If you've got a following and you go and ask any broker that you sign with, or not everyone does it, because you can get a lot of backlash. But I know of quite a few local brokers that do that. Jeff called out the one guy as well. Then he said it's a prop firm account, and the thing was at 1.8 million. The guy is so idiotic that the thing with the prop firm is as soon as you pass, they disable your account.
Yeah, this guy said he had a 50k challenge and he made $1.8 million on phase 1. Wow.
Yeah.
And then when I asked him for withdrawals, he was like, oh, but with Exness, he can show me his affiliate thing. And I'm like, this guy really has no idea like what he's doing, and we understand how the game works. Like, if you show me affiliate withdrawals, it's not from trading, it's from people you referred who lost their money. The broker gave you compensation for that. Yeah, that guy's an idiot. He should stick to flying planes.
Did he block you?
Yeah, he blocked me on TikTok and on Instagram.
The same like that. I don't know if Chad, if you saw on my story, this guy called, I don't know, Sir Gabriel Christ or whatever the guy's name is. So somebody said to me, look at what this guy's posting on his story. This is the weird thing. He posts a Vault Funder. He used it. It was bad. Trades are being manipulated. This, that. And I called him out. I said, bro, please show me. He's like all of his students, almost 20. And then straight after that, he's promoting Funded Next. And I said, brother, please post it openly on social media. Show me how were the trades manipulated. Also send me the names of all of your students so I can send it to the Vault Funder guys to have a look at it. And obviously I got blocked, because if you talk shit through your nose, you can't back it up. That's the easy thing now these days. You just block somebody. If you can't take the heat, you block. I don't know if they operate in... I think there's very few brokers that operate in the US. I believe MetaQuotes is also removing all US brokers from their platform. I think the only US brokers are Oanda and FXCM, if I'm not mistaken. It is very difficult to get US clients to use your broker. Yo, Chad, what a slow Monday. So this is EJ. EJ has literally moved 2 pips from the open. It's got a 10 pip range from the open. GJ is literally, what is this? 5 pips, 6 pips from the open. What is DXY doing? Can you please look, what do you think about Funded Next? I haven't looked into them, brother. I haven't looked into them. I am honestly very, very scared for what's going to happen in the funded industry in the next year. Not for Vault Funder, but for the US-based companies and the Canadian-based companies. Funded Next, where are they based? Let's quickly check. If they are based in Canada, I will be very, very careful. Let's quickly look at. Let's quickly look at the terms of service. Growth Next, established. Counterparty. I just want to see where. Chat, anyone know whether they are US or Canadian based? Governing law, local law. It seems they in the UAE. Alright. UAE based. Yeah, Indian law. UAE based. Yeah, check the UAE. On days like this, the market creating a range.
But don't we also have CPI this week?
Do we? I think we do.
Yeah, that's so when I used to study FBK, Forex Broker Killer,
Hey.
there is a few things that that he has taught me that makes a lot of sense. For instance, like you don't really have high impact news events on Mondays. The days leading up to an event, they will usually accumulate all those orders so that the move can be stronger. So yeah, that explains. It kind of makes sense why the market is slow. We could see a slow euro. We could see a slow dollar this week, and also I think also if you look at NZD, the NZD patterns, I'm pretty sure that they're also consolidating because we have interest rate decision coming up.
FBK. Please don't tell me you paid 15,000 Rand for the 1 minute strategy.
No. I actually got them for free, both of his methods. 1 minute strategy and modifications. And if you want them in chat, guys, I can send it to you.
Scope markets is an interesting one. Scope markets is an interesting one. Let me just show you quickly scope markets. Alright, scope markets. Let's quickly have, and this is all what public information. First thing I usually do. Alright, what do I see? No major regulation. Belize, not great. As soon as they get regulation from places like this, any type of island or African country, not good. Let's quickly look at their legal docs. Let's quickly look at terms and conditions. Alright, let's quickly see orders and execution, page 11. This is usually the first thing I do. Alright, company may from time to time accept client orders in different ways, such as platform. Alright. Okay, property, the company execute order but has agreed. Okay. Spin off. not very clear on their documents. No, I wouldn't recommend this broker. Any broker that does not have a registration with at least one major financial institution. Belize, this is usually where guys get their B-book brokerage licenses. Nothing wrong with B-booking, but only being regulated in Belize, not for me. If it is, if it's usually these island countries like Saint Grenadine, Saint Vincent, like Raja Banks is, I think he took the cake. He's regulated somewhere. I'll show you guys now, but Belize is, I think it's South American, yeah, just above Honduras. No, Chad. If you look at Raja Banks's one, I think he took it to a new level. What is this thing called? Dominion. I think the brother maybe paid like $100 to get his regulation. Wait, let me just quickly check here. Where's Raja? Clearinghouse license. What's the place called? I almost fell off my chair when I saw that. As soon as the brothers start doing this, all these island stuff, Comoros Union, Island of Macheli, his license is, I'm going to show you on a map now. I just want to show you guys on a map, and then you can tell me how legit do you think that is. He doesn't even state how he basically executes your orders. Wait, let me just this here. International brokerage and clearing. Just want to show this to you guys. Reason why they go for these island regulations is because it's very loosely regulated. Comoros, there's it. Okay, Chad, so this is where Raja's regulated here, just off the east coast of Africa. You see this tiny little piece of land here, Comoros. That is where my brother in Christ's broker is regulated. Only thing you need, 250,000. So you basically buy your license there, and then you get that regulation. So minimum capital of 200 can be satisfied. Business plan, fill out the application, and then you can say, I am fully regulated in this small little island country off the east coast of Africa, or Raja Banks. That man immediately blocked me when I pointed that out, and I said, bro, like the least you can do is get something like at Saint Vincent Grenadines or something like that. At least make like a little bit of an effort. And then he says his brokerage is fully regulated. Okta is good broker. I've never looked into Okta. Weirdly enough, I just saw that they're very busy with their marketing. Like all the YouTube ads is Okta FX. Okta, let's quickly see. Okta. Okay, they are FSCA regulated. Yeah, Chad, it's just all about regulation. Because remember, the regulator is there to protect the client. So in the case of you having a dispute with the broker, that's where the regulator is going to come in. That's why it's very dangerous to use a broker that is non-regulated, because you don't have a foot to stand against. Where if there's a higher power involved, for instance, like a regulator, they've got the ability to get the ombudsman involved. They've got regulation to base your claims off if the broker didn't operate according to what, for instance, the FSCA, what the phase legislation stated, the Financial Advisory and Intermediary Services Act. If they didn't operate according to the phase act, then you've got a foot to stand on, and the FSCA will then take action against that brokerage or financial institution. But a non-regulated broker, oh my goodness, run. Raja's broker was unregulated for how long? And then he said there's no difference between a regulated broker and a non. And I'm like, dude, what cuck are you talking about? ASIC, very good. ASIC regulated is very, very good. I think that's the Australian Security and Intermediary Commission, if I'm not mistaken. ASIC is very, very good. ASIC, Australian Securities and Investment. Your big ones are SISEC. I think it's FIC, the one in FSA is the one, I think, in London. You also have the FSA, I think it's FCA in Mauritius. There's quite a few, but the big ones is obviously CFTC, SEC. You've got the FSCA, you've got the FCA, you've got the FSA, ASIC. Run, brothers and sisters, get. Yeah, bro, that is the thing. You can sleep easy at night if you know the broker is regulated, because there's somebody protecting you, and that is the regulator. Unregulated, you're pissing against the concrete wall. Sway is where bulls are. I don't know Sway, to be honest. They're calling Jev a scammer. Who's Jev? Check HFM markets. Can you do vaults for us, please? Yeah, sure thing. What is the P1? So Vault Markets, PTY Limited, First Fintech Capital, that is the holder of the FSP. Neo Brokers is the holder of Vault Markets. And the FSCA regulation is actually two. No, I'm lying. There's one FSCA number, FSP number 51478, that is regulated with the FSCA. So fully regulated. There's a liquidity provider. Website First Fintech 51478. Neo Brokers, the prime broker. FSCA, I have to say, is very, very solid. FSCA, if there's one good thing in South Africa, it is the FSCA. Sway markets, I haven't. IFX brokers, I don't want to talk about IFX. No, I'm kidding. Guys, have you noticed any improvements after Volt upgraded their MT5 servers? Wat sal ek wees? 2 sweeteners, melk en 2 koffies. It is better, Rika. That first week it was actually not better. Weirdly enough, there was quite a bit of lag, and it was supposed to be a lot better due to the fact that it's a complete new server. Everything was migrated, but it is better. It is definitely better. For those of you that like to hold trades for years, Octa is swap free. Trade 245, I don't trust. Seen way too. Chris, why don't you like I've never liked IFX. I've never liked IFX. Sway. Yeah, Sway. I know Bullseye promotes Sway. Wait, do you not like IFX? No. If you know the amount of people that I know in the brokerage space, there's a very specific reason why I do not like them. Let me rather just leave it there. Only one trade, basically break even -1 pip. GJ sells. Chad, remember I've been in this industry for quite a number of years. I've worked with a lot of brokers on the back end, business development, all of that. So I know a lot of people quite high up when it comes to the international brokerage space. The local brokers, I know the majority of the owners. So yeah, let me just put it that way. I've had a lot of money with a lot of local brokers. I've had a lot of money with offshore brokers. So again, I'm not an influencer trader that sells signals to make money. But yeah, I've been in the industry for quite a number of years. So trust me when I say run. If I say you can stay, you can sit put. I wouldn't put my name next to something that I don't trust or do not believe in. So HF more, I don't know, bro. Like if HF is punting mad charts, then obviously I don't know. Then maybe they've got their head up their asses, because they definitely gave that man a marketing account. Because I know for a fact that brother can't trade for shit. HF, let me look at I thought it's hot Forex. Hot Forex has been around for years. HFM, what is this? HFM Markets Group. Right, okay. I don't know HFM, brother, to be honest. This is not Hot Forex, eh? Does Hot Forex still exist, or did they change their name to... Let me quickly check here. Hot Forex. Oh, Hot Forex. Chad, sorry man, is Hot Forex now HFM Markets? Okay, just rebranded. I've never seen people really post about any bad things about Hot Forex. I know they like to give the scammers some good deals, but yeah, they've been around for a while. Krenus, why are you still in the GJ trade, my brother? Close that thing out here already. Yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about them. I thought HFM was something else. I just remember Hot Forex. But here's the thing, guys. If a broker wants to do bad business, it will do bad business, even with all the regulation, everything intact. So just be very, very careful. There's Globex. I think Globex got clapped. That broker that Joash promoted for how many years? Globex 360, they got chalked. Veracity Markets got clapped. Who else was there? Okay, Chris, did you trade Euro New Zealand? Yeah, I did, bro. What are you talking about? Euro New Zealand dollar. Euro New Zealand dollar, I must honestly say, is most probably the pair that got me hooked onto trading. I'll never forget it. Remember, I told you guys I didn't even know there was a thing like interest rate decisions, and I think if I'm not mistaken, I had buys on Euro New Zealand. Let me just find it. I had buys, and I was still smoking at that time, and I had this couch in my garage. Wasn't allowed to smoke inside the house, and I'm literally smoking a cig, looking at the charts, and the thing is going against me. I shot my brother, and the thing is going against me, and I'm stacking positions. I'm literally, I think there was like 80,000 rand in the account, and I think my drawdowns at that stage like 50k, and I'm committed. I'm like, nah, this thing needs to go up. And I think it was around about 12:30, 1 o'clock that morning. That was the time, and if you've been that degenerate gambler that trades without a stop loss and stacks positions, you would know what I talk about. You look while you're eating, you're checking your MT5, you're on the toilet, you're checking it, you wake up 3 o'clock in the morning, the first thing you do is you check your terminal, and I'm sitting on the couch and I'm checking this thing, and I'm like, yes, actually, I don't know why I'm still looking at it. And that was the time when the interest rate decision was coming out for the RBN, Reserve Bank of New Zealand. And dude, I kid you not, that was yes, that was a lot of years ago. That thing moved almost 300 pips in a matter of minutes. That was the good old days. 300 pips is like 50 pips now. And I was like, oh my flip. 300 pips. And that is where my entire being of working a 9 to 5 was just crushed. And I was like, nah, how did I make all of this money? Obviously gambling, that is gambling. That is not even, I don't even know what I saw on the chart back then. I think I was trading like wedges and flags, and I don't know what other else cuck I was trading, but anyways, yeah, it was dangerous. But yeah, here in New Zealand, at that stage for a gambler like me was a staple. JP Markets, I think JP Markets is opening up today, if I'm not mistaken. Here's the thing though with Justin Paulson and JP Markets, guys tend to fail to realize, if JP Markets was supposed to be closed, the FSCA wouldn't have lost that case in the Supreme Court. That case wouldn't have been turned around. JP Markets wouldn't have gotten back their license. So, yeah, if for you to overturn a case in the Supreme Court, that is quite big, guys. That is not just a small effort. That is going hard, and yeah, I don't have an issue with JP Markets. JP Markets is what put me on the map, believe it or not. When I started as a IB with JP Markets. I was one of their biggest IBs. I always talk about it. On average, around about 150k a month in rebates and commissions on lots traded. I think those years I also had one of the biggest net deposits. So yeah, I don't have an issue with them. Jeff, are you planning to take a short? Jeff, let's go over to Jeff's screen.
On what's this now?
EU. Jeff, it's on your screen. Don't tell the guys you're nervous.
Yeah, we're still waiting for Euro USD to come to that zone.
Are you going to take it?
Yeah, we sell them a day. So it's about 2 pips away. So let's wait and see. But if it's not there by 12:30, then no trade. Scratch it.
Lol, what happened to Trade 2? Bro, I've never even traded to them. I just saw bad stuff on social media. Chris, what is Nikkei showing? Obviously, Japanese markets are closed with the BOJ inflation news. Will JPY gain strength again after last week's weakening? Alvena, what inflation news are you referring to? The service price index. I don't know if there's supposed to be more data. Look, unless they stop their bond buying program and they start hiking rates, I don't see anything good in the long term for the Japanese yen. Any pullbacks will be short lived, but overall it is looking bearish for the yen. They are gonna, and they can't keep trying to intervene with the currency. It's not working. Those moves get faded within a week, 2 weeks. Interesting. Here's that level, Asia mid-range. Chris, how do you rate Rocket 170 account works funds wise? Obviously I have a cap on profit before. I don't even know what the 175 is, Etienne. Clint used trade 245. You need to sign up with them. Is Clint using them now? Or did he use them? I don't like all of these bonus accounts. Like it is just there to give the scalpers more margin. But the way I trade, I don't need a 200% bonus or 100% bonus, or I put enough money into my account to maintain my margin. But it's definitely beneficial for the guys that trade smaller accounts that wanna try and hit it big, because it gives you a lot more margin. But for me, I need help with NZD, USD. Gina, let us know what help you need.
Are you selling it, Gina?
Let's hear. Clint Link's account is affiliate. Clint should just stop scamming. We can't help. We can look at it. Let's quickly look at NZD USD. Chad, it is a slow session. I don't know what to tell you guys. We're gonna look at NZD USD quickly for. Yes, I'm in a sell. All right, Chad, start buying NZD USD. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. Don't be offended, Gina. Let's quickly look at it for you. Let's quickly look at it. NZD USD in sells. Alright, I'm going to do a quick top-down analysis for you starting off on the weekly. So GBP, NZD USD bullish on the weekly. You can clearly see, over to my screen. NZD USD weekly time frame. You can clearly see we've broken out of this consolidation. We are now creating bullish market structure. Why do I say that? From a weekly perspective, you can see we created a new low, broke that low. We then created a lower high, which was supposed to take out this low if we're continuing bearish, but it created a higher low and then broke structure to the upside. So this for me is considered a bullish reversal on the weekly time frame. I'm bullish on the week, daily time frame as well. Look left with me, you can clearly see we've got a daily support level right there. Closed right at it, but also you've got a daily resistance level a little bit higher, and then you've got this breakout level which you can potentially come and retest during this week. But I would have been bullish on the day, bullish on the week, and the 5-minute time frame. What do I have here? There you can now clearly see your daily key level 6077, currently trading above the daily pivot, currently trading above that key level. I would say for you to be comfortable with your shorts, you would firstly need to break below here, reject, and then get below the daily pivot.
Yeah, and also, Gina, be mindful that there's NZD news coming out
tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow morning at 2, eh?
Yeah, so be mindful of that. I think we could see it spike up. You said you've been holding for 4 days. Are you in profit, Gina? Let's hear if you're in profit.
If she's holding for 4 days, she's holding on to a dream. Gina, 4 days.
Yeah,
Gina,
I think you sound trapped.
Yeah, 4 days. Let us know where you got in. 4 days from today is the 23rd. Yeah, she's not in profit. Gina, I don't know, where's your stop? Where's your stop? I'm in lost. Hey, Gina.
Okay, Gina. Okay, I don't mean to sound like a financial advisor or anything like this here, but I'm gonna say cut that trade, cut your loss, because it could easily spike up with the news, and if you keep on holding it, you might not even see price come back to your break even. So rather scratch it and look for a better setup to make up for your loss. and but don't force anything or anything like that. Take it slow just to get back to your initial point where you were, your initial balance, and then you can continue trading normally.
Gina, but that you have a stop loss. That's why it's important to have a stop loss. Because if you are not emotionally mature enough in your trading, the stop loss protects you from either. Yeah, okay, here's the thing. I always forget that a lot of guys are still fairly new to trading. One thing a lot of you guys do is, let's say for instance, this GJ trade. So you enter the trade and you entered it with me, and our stop was 20 pips. And I've been there, guys. I'm talking from experience. This is not me talking through my nose. And you see I close and I say, Chad, I'm closing there. We close there. And you're like, nah, I like this trade. And now you see price coming towards your stop loss. And now you're like, nah, I'm going to give it another 10 pips. Now you move your stop. Now price is pushing. You don't want to take the loss. Now you're like, nah. You know what? I'm going to give it another 10 pips and I'm going to add another position here. And I know this. I've been there. You add another position there. You put that position stop there. All right. You're feeling good. You're like, all right, I've got another position. My average is a little bit better. Now price keeps pushing and you're like, oh, fuck. You wanted to have your lunch this afternoon and now you're sitting watching the MT4 and you keep moving it. And that thing keeps pushing against you. It gets up here and now you're like, fuck it. I'm taking out the stops. Jeff can also attest to this. Now the stops are out. You're like, nah, I'm not going to close this thing in a loss. Now you start telling yourself, now you start jumping on Twitter and you actually searching shit to confirm your bias. And I've been there.
It's like you see comfort of mind.
I go on Twitter and I go and I search in that top section. I search hashtag GBP JPY. Now I'm looking. Okay, what are these guys saying? Now I'm going to Daily FX and I'm looking for a reason why my short could work. Oh, okay. This is showing it's bearish. All right, so definitely bearish. Oh, what is Z Vada saying? Okay. Now I'm on Twitter, and dude, your day is fucked up. You can't function properly. You looking at this thing, it's consuming your time, it's consuming your energy. Where if you just took your loss and you moved on, bro, we've all been there. Clint has got a free. Oh my goodness. Clint must just stop. Buy limit was missed by 0.7 pips on UJ. Missed 4% banger. Edgar, I feel you. Chris, market bull. That's the worst thing to do, you know. Bro, I've been there. And that's why I sometimes forget that a lot of guys are still green in the industry. And that is still something they do. Wow, like a script, bro. And that's the thing. I've been there. And as soon as now you start asking people that actually know how to trade, the conversation usually goes like this. Hey, Chris, what do you think about GBP, JPY? And it's like, I don't really think, I don't see a setup, but do you think it will retrace? Jeff, do you think the JPY will strengthen and we'll get a retrace? And then when you dig deeper, it's like, bro, are you in drawdown? No. I'm just asking for a friend. Yeah, he's quite new into trading, and yeah, he was saying something about this other guy was saying that definite shorts coming up on it. But no, I'm not trading it. I'm not trading it in the meantime. In the meantime, you so stacked into shorts, you can't even pull up your shorts. Your shorts are on the ground. But yeah, that is the Chris. Can you show Jeff straight for a second? Want to know the TP point, Jeff?
So it's at Asia lows 1.09250.
But you're not in yet, Jeff.
No, I'm still waiting. We might not take this. We might just have to scratch it.
This is what's happening to me, bro. It happens as long as you learn from it. Does the NYSE session start at 3:04? I see you guys start your stream at 4:30. That is when the markets open. Great streams, by the way. Appreciate it, Team Crypto. Too many other guys. Yeah. And that's why I say I've been there. Believe me. Everything you are going through, like everything imaginable, I've been through it. I've done it. I've done the strategy hopping. I've done where you get to a stage where you can't even take a trade because you've got 50 strategies in your head. This one contradicts that one. At one stage you're like, fuck, this thing can go bullish, bearish, sideways. I can't even take a trade. I've been there, so don't even feel bad. Like the Gina. I've been there. That's why I'll never hate on somebody that's going. That's why we started the streams, honestly, to try and help people. I'm also not perfect. I still take losses. I still make stupid mistakes. I still miss trades because I get emotional from a previous trade. But that is why we started the streams, to basically help you guys from what we know, and also if you guys can learn something from our mistakes, then that's also great. So none of us here in this office or anyone on the stream has arrived. It's not like, oh, flip, Jev and Keegan and Chris have arrived, these top traders, this and that. No, we are still progressing. We are still developing. As a trader, I never think you'll stop progressing. And I think the day you think you've arrived, I think you've got a big surprise coming to you. That's why I always say, keep it, stay humble, stay hungry to learn. I told you guys about, for instance, the 4-hour pivots that I now use for my weekly pivot wasn't introduced by me. I taught Neil my strategy, and Neil went and back tested, and he came the next day and it's like, Chris, I think I found something. Go on the 4-hour, mark out those levels, check how every week we either trade away from that level or we trade towards that level. And initially I was like, yeah, Neil. And that evening I actually went back and I'm like, holy shit, this actually makes sense. Thinking about the daily pivot and then the weekly pivot. And again, if I was hard-headed and I thought I was this top trader, didn't want to listen to anybody, and yeah, we use it from that day when me and Neil sat on a Zoom call, still using it today. So we are never too old to learn. 100%, brother. Never. I hear you, big bro. Love. Yeah, Gina. We mess up. You're going to feel cuck. There's going to be times where you feel a little bit beaten down. But don't stress. We've all walked the path. That's why the community is here. And again, we've got an awesome community. I just again want to say we appreciate each and every one of you joining us here, leaving a like, sharing. Honestly, the best part of the day is getting to stream for you guys. I'm literally excited every morning to get to the office, to get going, and ultimately try and put on good trades. That is the main goal. And you guys have seen me fail on stream You've seen me through a losing streak. You've seen me through a winning streak. You've seen Jeff take losses. Chris NY opens at 3. No, my brother. It's not opening at 3. 9:30. Let's quickly look at... Is it daylight savings? No, man. Let's quickly see. There you can see it, 16:30. 4:30, not 3, my brother. The pivot indicator, let me just show you. It is called pivot point standard. You can just find it there, pivot point standard. And the Asia range one I use is Asia range and kill zones by NSR group. It's this one right here. And then I just manually mark out, I've created a template for this. It is basically just the Asia high, Asia low template. I just use this line, and then you can modify it however you like, what color. You can put text in there where you want to put the text, and then you just save it as a template. Save as, and then whenever you draw that line, you can just right click. So if I ever draw a line, let's say for instance there, and I right click on it and I go to template, I know, but it's not the same. It just needs to be like that. Right click, template, test, then it will. You guys are the most humblest, kindest people with an excellent community. Thanks so much, brother. You will hardly add to a winning trade, but no problem adding to full margin. Sean, yeah, bro, that is the thing. And you will, here's the weird thing, you will hold on to that loss for weeks. But bro, as soon as that thing comes into profit by 10 pips, your finger is like, yo, I've went through 2 weeks of trauma. I'm just going to close this thing. But you won't hold it for 2 weeks in profit, Jeff? Jeff has also been there. Don't let Jeff act all cool. That man has also, all of us have been there. Jeff?
I still make dumb mistakes. Especially like if you pressure, then it's like you look back and it's like, why am I putting all this pressure on myself, So yeah, in the end, I believe that it's because we're all still human. We aren't perfect. So those are the things that kind of remind us that we need to better ourselves.
Hey guys, we are all human, and the thing with money, as I always say, it is a very personal thing, and that is why people get so offended in a church environment when they talk about money or ask about money. And I've talked about this because your time is connected to money. Because if you work a 9 to 5, the hours you work, you get compensated with money. So money is not necessarily the most valuable thing, but time is valuable. So if you are wasting somebody's money, or if you're wasting your own money and you're throwing it away yourself, it is actually time that you've spent at a job, at a business, and you've technically let's call it that 8 hours, 9 hours that you worked, you actually threw that money away. So that's a day you technically lost. And that's why if you look at the super, super wealthy people in the world, they're spending all of their money to save time. That's why they buy jets. That's why they buy helicopters to travel around between cities. That is why they've got assistants to try and save up time for them. That is why they do all of these health hacks, these biohacking, to give them more time. So all of that money they make, they reinvest it into creating more time for themselves. So time, money, The big one is time, not necessarily money, but it costs money to save time.
There's a quote from the series Timeless, and they say, once the patriot races against time, he or she can no longer control his or her own destiny. This is why, like, yeah, your time is very, very valuable.
I was asking about NY session because Keeks. So guys, you need to remember. I think it's 3 now. That is the Comics Open. That's a Chicago. Is it Commodities Exchange? Comics. That's when Comics opens in Chicago. 3. So that is also usually when a big move happens. Neo brokers, Chadwell. What about neo brokers? I used to be a high risk taker till I started trading with prop firms, you know. Yeah, prop firms, I have to say, I'm not gonna lie. If you can excel at prop firms, it is definitely gonna make you a better trader. A lot of guys would say that the rules for a prop firm is there to basically box in a trader, but I can promise you, and a lot of people won't agree with me, those barriers that the prop firms create make sure that you as a trader actually have good risk management and you will be a better trader for it. If there's no boundaries, if there's no limits, you will still be stuck with your old ways of trading. And if you failed a few of those prop firm challenges, then you realize, flip dude, my risk management is nowhere. I don't know how to manage risk. I don't know how to dynamically manage my risk, where if I start going into a losing streak, that I don't continue to risk the same per trade, but after you start going to a losing streak, that's when you should start halving your risk so that your equity curve starts dampening. And then as soon as you start getting back to winning ways, then you can start adding back onto your positions. Stuff like that you won't learn from just trading without rules. This is one of the things, most probably the most important aspects of trading, is when you are in a losing streak, that's not the time to double up. That is when you should take off risk so that mentally it feels more comfortable taking a trade, but it also allows you to take more losses, but your equity curve is not going to do something like this. It's rather going to soften out up until the stage where you may be risking 0.1%. And that is fine. You need to claw yourself back out, and as soon as you start getting back to winning ways, then you can start adding risk again. I'm out, boys. Gonna go gym, and hopefully NY comes with opportunity. Shot Edgar. I was already in a gym. Cardio Monday. Did you guys watch that movie called Dumb Money? I haven't. Where is it? About a bunch of retail traders. Oh yeah, I did watch it. They went long while, yeah. Comics is commodity exchange. Yeah. I did watch it. Have you watched it, Jeff?
Oh yes. I loved it. That is a perfect example of, you know.
They tanked that one hedge fund.
Yeah, and I think it was actually called Melvin Shaw in
Yeah,
in real
Melvin
life.
Shaw got
Yeah.
clapped. Chad, I'm gonna throw over to Jeff. I'm just gonna quickly run to the bathroom. Check you guys now.
Yeah, also sorry guys if I come back to the stream itself on YouTube. It's just because I can't see the comments, so I come back here just to also catch up with you guys. So please forgive me if I switch my screen the entire time. Would be cool to see this on DXY. So looking at the 3-minute, is at the quality build up. So it's ideal for them to take that out. So for us to see, the only thing now is obviously the Asian range, and then you would see the way this candle, it's very disconnected. So we could also see price then push in here obviously. something like this rise, but ultimately I would want to see this happen into that little gap. Euro USD is almost at the zone, still waiting, still waiting, still waiting. Sorry about that, Jason. Okay, I hear myself better now. Sorry, it's the way I was sitting. Nathan, I am still bullish on the DXY, yes. But the thing is, the moment we get to the weekly open and we take out this liquidity, then I'm going to start looking for shorts at the 23 open. And there's obviously an unmitigated supply zone there on top. So that's something I want to look out for. Also interesting, guys, remember this drawing I had earlier of Batman? Look how Batman has reacted so far. Very interesting. Still waiting on GU as well. Price has left without us. We now have reacted off this demand zone, but now we also have this liquidity which we're initially going to target on our way down if we do get the selling opportunity. So we'll trade back towards the weekly open, because the other thing is we don't want to go way further below, because price could easily come here and then also reject towards the upside. Team Crypto, Euro USD, I'm on a sell, waiting for price to tap into that zone over there. Waiting for that.
Yo, Chad, it is these days are depressing when the market is not moving. How long have we been streaming?
I think about
2 hours?
almost 2 hours.
Oh my god, what did I do now? Chad, how does the new sound to you guys? Yo, it sounds good here from our side.
Team Crypto, you say that you're in a sell on Euro USD since Friday. That means that you're holding onto a loss. Why are you holding onto your loss? Why not cut your loss? The worst thing you guys could do is go into the weekend while holding onto a loss. Because your
weekend, you waiting for that open on Sunday. You sweating bullets. That overnight or that Sunday open rollover spread is like 10-15 pips. You're sweating. You have to move your stop losses.
AB, which trade are you referring to? Euro USD.
Jeff, you're a bit softer. Jeff, let's quickly check Jeff. Jeff, give me a...
Oh no, it was my mistake, Chris. Though I spoke a bit
45. Weird. Put it nice and close to your mouth. I don't know, the boys.
Jason is on my case, like every technical error. But I appreciate it.
One thing with Keegan as well, that man does not want to put the mic close to his mouth. I don't know. Because the thing with these mics are they don't pick up a lot of background noise, so you can sit next to each other and my voice will not pick up in Javen's mic. So you need to keep it close here. But Keeks likes his mic here. And there's a massive, you can hear the difference, like from me talking here and bringing it closer. Big difference. I cut a couple. USD JPY, brother, what do you want to do here? It is still bearish for me. I'll wait for a pullback back to here somewhere, or even a little bit higher, but yeah, not really interested in a buy. My phone press trades too. USD JPY, please, what is going on? What is that question means you in sales, my brother. It's a job, Jeff. Working tech makes you catch these things. Cheslin. I said Cheslin is also Ches. How does it sound? We actually have some effects now as well. I don't know if you guys want to hear them, but we've got some cool effect. Oh wait. Just that was a bit of a pop in my ear, but we've got some effect. And Good morning, chat. Jeff, say good morning there to the chat.
Good morning, Chad.
Go, 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 go. Sound is looking crisp. Yeah, we finally got our new desk on Saturday. Actually, quickly came in. Yeah, last week we actually had the wrong cable from the PC to the desk. That's why the music was chalked. We had a single cable, which should have been a dual cable. So we changed that to a stereo cable, and that's why the audio is super, super crisp. And I moved the desk closer towards me. Ten more minutes, guys, and then I think I'm gonna call it. I just want to see what we do with GJ. Nothing for me, honestly. I actually expected more, Jeff. I don't know about you.
Yeah, me too. I actually expected, but then again, price did move without me on GBP USD, so maybe my entry was just a bit off. But yeah, I also expected more setups, more volume. But yeah, what can we do, you know?
I think the Iris player is the EU cells.
Yeah, this is why I said, like, if half past 12 comes and we're not tapped in, like, scratch it, because then technically we can be out of session, because usually, like, based on the normal times, if I trade like 9 to 11, from 11 price starts consolidating, so technically from 10 to 12 now, this is the time I could expect price to start consolidating.
So I actually want to, I'll maybe because it's at the half round number, it's struggling here. If we get a break of structure down here, I might execute here even.
Alright, what's that, Chris, on EU?
Yeah, 5 minutes. You see this little consolidation we've got here?
Just waiting for the ad here, so I have to wait for it to load.
Okay. So literally, if we get a break of structure here, because the 80 will then also come back below that 200.
Oh, okay, I see now.
So that is I say it's a high risk because at any stage can we start pushing up, but the interesting thing is that DXY is currently holding back inside of the Asia range.
Yeah, and also on the 3 minute, that one candle actually learned something different this weekend regarding different types of imbalances as well. That this candle at the Asian lows is actually a very high probability for DXY to continue pushing up. So that would be cool to see actually. Actually wanted to go up so that we can confirm these sells and long term be bearish on the P.
I love the streams, but do you guys always have a high frequency tone in the stream? What is a high frequency tone? Is our tone a little bit high frequency? Let me maybe turn down the compressor a little bit. Is that better? Is the tone too high? Let me bring the lows up a little bit. Bring the mids down a bit. Now it's perfect. Alright, I think it could have been the compressor that was a little bit high. What is the best lot size for an account over 1k USD? I would say 0.1. Now, yeah, no, flip, not 0.05. That is $5 per pip. No, I'm talking cuck. That's 5 cents. Jeff, 1K dollars. What would you say?
I would say, depending on how you wanna, you have to ask yourself that question, Team Crypto. What is your risk appetite? So, for instance, if you're comfortable with losing $20 on a trade, and I would then say, let's say, for instance, your stop loss, as an example, is 30 pips, then the 0.10 lot size, you will risk like $30, and then with the 1 to 3, you'll make about $90. That will put you up about, that's how much? About 9%, if I'm not mistaken. So you should, yeah. So I agree with 009, 009 and a half. So I would say not more than 0.10 lots. First, become comfortable with that. See what your risk appetite is, because also like, think about it this way: if you're gonna be trading, and now you're going to draw down of $100, you're gonna tell yourself, "Oh, no, I'm down 10%," which could affect your mental game when trading. So you have to ask yourself, what are you comfortable with losing? Let's say it's $25. Then you can actually use the FX Calculators app, and then you can manually or automatically calculate your risk to the T based on the amount you're willing to lose. So I feel like that's the most important thing you have to figure out first, your risk appetite.
Sound is excellent. I'm an audio engineer. Your sound good over my Yamaha speakers. Appreciate it, man. I'm not a sound engineer, but yeah, we obviously I always try and get the audio as good as possible, because you'll watch a bad video with good audio, but you're not gonna watch a video with bad audio. I don't care how good it is. If the audio is bad, you're not gonna sit there. I promise you. These streams wouldn't have grown if we sounded like this. Hey guys, how's it? No, streams would have gotten clapped. FX calculators.
Yeah, that's the one key you can also put me on. It's very helpful, very helpful. You can manage your. So when you go on the app, you'll see that you have the option to calculate your position size, your profit and loss. So obviously you're going to calculate your lot size. If you go into your position size, you select your account currency, your instrument, your account size. Then under risk ratio, if you click on the 3 dots, it will say either percentage or amount. So if you want to risk a certain percentage, you put in the percentage amount, and then obviously the stop loss. If you say amount, you can put in the exact amount you want to risk with the stop loss, and it will literally put out the amount for you. And also under stop loss, you could also use price, and you can put your entry level there and your stop loss and your amount at risk, and it will calculate to the T for you. And this also allows you, like, if you actually do your analysis, you set up that plan for yourself. So when you actually enter the trade, you know exactly what your lot size is, your stop loss is, and take profit is. I've noticed a lot of people would do the analysis, then trade comes to their level, and you're like, oh, what lot size to use? But literally, I think Chris said it as well in his psychology course. You should know exactly, like, you should have a plan, or when you come to your trades. I think Chris made the example of a pilot. A pilot doesn't sit in the plane and then suddenly when he's about to take off, he doesn't then look for the controls. He knows exactly where everything is.
Yeah, preparation. Last week, I had poor preparation. I missed that GU trade that Neil took. If I was prepared, I would have been in a trade, but I was unprepared. I was looking at the charts, haven't even opened my terminal, didn't log into my new account. Yeah, lessons learned. Jeff, there are other brothers in Christ stream today, or?
Let me have a look. I don't think so. I do not think so. I don't see any stories promoting it, so it's either the marketing sucks or, but nah, I don't think so. Let me have a look.
Yeah, Chad. The thing is, people think it's extravagant streaming.
Oh no, so the last stream was a week ago. Talk about this is why I said word of the day is consistency every single day.
Yeah, here's the thing that I suggest to everybody, and this is always before I start, and I failed at it as well. I failed at it as well many times, where you start something and it's like, yeah, we're gonna do it, and after a week or 2 weeks, it's like, nah, I'm not keen for this. And before we started these streams, I still told the team, and I said, look, if we're starting it, we're gonna be on time, rain, sunshine, whatever, we're gonna be here. And everyone said, look, we're gonna make it happen, and we have not missed a stream. We have honestly not missed one stream. Either we started the streams earlier if there was load shedding, or we started the streams later, but we have not missed a stream. And that is consistency. $144 videos, damn. Every single stream you can go back and watch. Chad, I think, what do you guys think? Still stick around, fuck around and find out, or are we calling
quickly
it?
guys, from my side, I'm gonna delete that Euro USD sell limit, because I don't think price is gonna hold it when it goes back there.
You all sound good, man. It's enough to get the message across. Is it enough or is it great? Audio is good. I have flat speakers and sounds great over iPad, iPhones, and Android. I have one in Trade Locker, but I will use a professional one. Thanks, guys. It's called Pre-Flight Checklist. Exactly. Good work, Ethic Brothers. Let's bump up the likes, Chadadonia. Chad, 155 likes. I appreciate it. If you have not liked and you enjoyed it, gold went up suddenly during the Asian session 20. I'm also waiting on EU. Yeah, Chad, nothing for me. As mentioned, this thing, as it closes above there, could push up. However, all of my criteria is not met. 4 o'clock, NYSE stream, Jev and Keegan in the house. And unfortunately, -1 pip on GJ. Some of you might have closed out at break even, but nothing else, Chad. Honestly, wanted to have a great start to the week, but the market is slow. But Chadadonia, I appreciate each and every one of you for joining. Jev, any closing remarks for the Chad?
From my side, guys, trade safe, trade strong, don't force anything. Remember your reason for trading, remember your why, and let that be your motivation not to over leverage and not to become greedy.
Beautiful. Chad, we see you guys at 4 NYSE session in the house, and I'm going to leave you with a little bit of a banger. So get ready. Peace and love. Like, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, and we will see you guys this afternoon, Chadadonia. Let's get it.